And good evening, everybody. We are live at Jim Hubbard Field, George Walker Stadium on the campus of Maplesville High School. Getting set for tonight's 1A matchup between rivals Billingsley Bears and the host team, Maplesville. It's going to be a great night for football. We've said that all season long, and except for that very first game of the season, we've had great evenings for football. It's actually starting to feel that way now. Temperatures already down into the 70s, on their way to the 60s before this evening is over. It's senior night, and already the players and cheerleaders from the high school here in Maplesville making their way onto the field, including Brad Abbott and Gina Abbott and their son Aiden leading things off. So it's going to be a great night, great crowd already here in place. Welcome in. Van Clements joining us again tonight in the booth. Wesley Holsom back on the field. Van, when I got here this afternoon, I came on early, and by the time I got into the stadium about 4:30, there were fans already here.
Yeah, it just goes to show you this community shows up and shows out and supports these young men. Not only these young men, but anybody that plays athletics over here. This is just a small town community that supports their athletics, and they're always going to show up and show out. And no matter the record, they just love Maplesville, and that's what they do. They show up and show out. So it's going to be a great atmosphere here tonight for senior night. Playing a respectable opponent with Billingsley coming in. Both teams still vying for playoff position. So it's going to be a good game tonight.
We'd like to thank our sponsors of the tailgate show here. Clanton Tractor, if you're looking for a fantastic Kubota product, whether it's a tractor, lawnmower, and the implements you need to get the job done at your home, go by and see the great folks at Clanton Tractor on Highway 31 South, 7th Street South in Clanton. You'll be glad you did. And also thank you to Country Financial. If you've got mortgage needs, refinancing needs, whatever you're looking for involving the financing of a home or the refinancing of a home, make sure you give Country Financial an opportunity to earn your business, and there's a good chance that's exactly what they'll do. We've been looking forward to this one. We have been away from Maplesville from a while, and we have watched Van from afar as this team has just continued to roll and to get better. They're loaded.
Yeah, they got a ton of athletic ability, and they're very, very experienced. A lot of guys have played a lot of football here in their 4 years. Some been playing since they were in 8th grade, and they're only a sophomore now. And just a host of talent, great coaching. So they really got everything going on. And we hadn't, like you said, we hadn't seen them in a couple of weeks. We've been listening and following them from a distance. And I was speaking with Coach Abbott earlier. He said that Hopeful here a couple of weeks ago, he couldn't have asked for a faster start than what they got out to, and it was real impressive in his eyes. So he's looking for another fast start. Coming off the bye week, had a great week of practice last week, good walkthrough yesterday. So looking for some good things to happen tonight.
Watching this unpack, Aiden Abbott's on one side of the field. Eli Hubbard, who has returned for his senior year here into the community. The family's moved back into the community. Brent, a volunteer coach here on the team, not the coordinator role or anything like that. Quality control really is more or less what he does. But it's nice to see that some things never change. He was not following directions on the field just a few moments ago. Van, I know we're going to have a great atmosphere tonight. I believe that Billingsley will travel well. Our good friend Jason Griffin is the principal over at Billingsley. I know they'll have a good group come over. Always a great crowd here for Maplesville. It's hard to describe what the best part of coming here is. For you, what is it? Obviously relationships, because we both have long relationships with the coaches over here. But what's really the best part about coming to this community to watch a football game?
Well, I think this community, if you want to talk about small town football in the South, I don't think there's a better venue than right here. Alabama has a lot of great venues for high school football, but Maplesville, for a small town and a community like this, I think this is true Friday Night Lights. They shut the place down when the Red Devils are at home. So it's very exciting, and They do a great job. And so that, to me, that's what I enjoy coming over here is, the support that these guys get. And it helps to see great football, but you can come over here during a 2-6 record and you're still going to see the same fire and intensity in the players and in the community. So that's something that's really cool and stands out to me.
Obviously Maplesville already has a spot in the playoffs. Everything now is just positioning. Isabella Mustangs that started 0-3 on the year have won 4 in a row. There's 4-3, and they're right there tied for the lead in region play in their Class 2A region. Thorsby undefeated going to play, actually homecoming in Thorsby tonight as Dallas County comes calling. We anticipate another win there for the Rebels to go 8-0. So, Van, we're looking at 3 teams that legitimately could be at home in the first round in the playoffs right now with Chilton County. And Verbena, every time they go out and play, they're playing for that 3rd or 4th place spot in their region. So that's another playoff team. Billingsley, if they could pull off a couple wins, still have an outside shot of getting in. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but the opportunity is still there. You don't anticipate that win happening here tonight, but I believe stranger things have happened. So for them, I would say, from a seeding standpoint for Maplesville and for just getting in the playoffs, this is a big game for both of these squads.
Oh, most definitely. It's the next game up. Like you said, Billingsley still has a really, a great shot at getting into the playoffs. Maplesville wants that 1 seed. That way they can host first and possible second round and get as many home games here as they can. But it's a really great feeling because it's been a long time in Chilton County where we've had, 3 to 4 teams, possibly, 5 if we count Billingsley being in our coverage area of being in the playoffs. And it brings back a lot of fond memories for me. And it means that football's it's been back. It's never left Maplesville, but it's starting to be back. And as a county as a whole, and it's fun. It's fun to travel around and watch these teams really get after it and go to work week in and week out.
Let's go to Wesley Holzenbach for the Larry Puckett Chevrolet sideline report. Wesley.
Yeah, guys, big game here tonight, obviously, for both of these teams. We were talking about it earlier. I think it's really, really important that Billingsley doesn't get behind the sticks with penalties. They really need to come out here and try and put some big plays on this field, not get behind the sticks, not shoot themselves in the foot. It's going to be very important to the offense if they want to stay in this game against a formidable opponent in Maplesville.
Thank you, Wesley. The Larry Puckett Chevrolet sideline report. When we'll come back, we'll delve deeper into this one. You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week Tailgate Show, brought to you by Clanton Tractor, the local Kubota dealer located on Highway 31 South, 7th Street South in Clanton, and Country Financial, your one-stop shop for all your mortgage needs. I'm Jason Green. We're back with more in just a moment.
When it comes to keeping your farm running smooth, trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm and Supply.
That's right. From feed and seed to hunting and fishing gear, they've got what you need under one roof. Friendly service, quality products, and prices that work just as hard as you do. So, stop by today and let us help you get the job done right.
That's Maplesville Farm and Supply, your hometown store for all your farm and family needs. Trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm and Supply.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
And welcome back to Maplesville. Taking a look first for the probable starters for the Billingsley Bears. They'll shake out this way, and left tackle will be Jake Rollinson. Left guard, Lane Plott. The center will be Avery Coburn. Your right guard, Gabe Cardenas. Your right tackle, Hunter Wyatt. Your receivers are Trent Coburn, DeQuavion Ray, and Jalen Cutler. Your H-back will be Danny Boyce. Your running back, the venerable Caden Cotton. Let's talk for a minute about the role Caden Cotton's going to have to play tonight, Van. The running back wearing number 28, he is a guy that's going to have to get the ball early and often. They're going to have to establish the run, and it's next to impossible to do that against this defensive line for Maplesville.
Yeah, it's a tough task at hand, but Cotton's a great running back. Runs hard. Coach Jones does a great job of getting him the ball out in space, not only in between tackles. They move him around a lot. He's got great hands, but they definitely need to get him going early tonight if they want to have a shot against this Maplesville defense.
The quarterback this evening for Billingsley is Kyle Boyce. Boyce was a receiver last year, one of the better receivers in Class 1A, as a matter of fact. They moved him to quarterback, and he has responded very well. An explosive player that can take a small seam and take the football a long, long way. What kind of role can we expect from him this evening?
Well, what he's gonna have to do, he's gonna have to get them in the right protection, because Maplesville can bring pressure with 4, 5, 6 guys. So they need to make sure first and foremost when they're going to throw it that they have the right protection. And the thing that he can really do is he can extend plays with his legs, and the receivers do a great job in scrambling drills. So Maplesville's going to have to be good on the back end of playing with their eyes and staying in coverage when he starts to scramble, and when he gets outside the pocket, like you said, he's very electric, and so they're going to have to really run to the football to stop him. But for him to help Billingsley tonight, he's going to have to utilize his legs, take what the defense gives him through the air, but the main thing is to take care of the football and put them in their best chance position to win.
And if they throw it, it's not going to be a straight drop back. I would suspect they're going to have to roll him away from pressure in order to give him a chance to get the ball down the field. On defense, the probable starters for Billingsley shake out this way. Gabe Cardenas at defensive end, Lane Plott and Jaden Crawford are your defensive tackles. We've seen Plott a couple of times already this season, and he has done a very nice job from that defensive tackle position, man.
Yeah, Plott does a great job. They move him around in between the tackles. He can line up at nose, defensive tackle, defensive end. He does a great job. He's got a high motor, high energy guy, so really need him tonight to give some pass rush mainly. But I think his biggest thing tonight is going to be helping Billingsley stop the run. Mm-hmm. And if he can anchor that defensive line and help them slow down these big backs that Maplesville's got, it gives them a chance.
The other defensive end is Danny Boyce. The linebackers are Trey Bird, Caden Cotton, and Caleb Massey. And Caleb Massey leads the county, and leads Watauga County. And certainly the players that we've seen so far this year, he leads those tacklers, averaging about 11, almost 12 tackles a game. Massey tends to be around the football whenever it's snapped. Literally, he's making half a dozen tackles per half. What kind of role does he have to play at linebacker tonight?
It's a huge role, because they're playing probably their best offensive team they've played all year. So he's got to really be a sideline guy. He's got to get downhill on the run. He's got to wrap up, make some tackles. When Maplesville does pass, he's got to do great in his drop. They'll send him on pressure, A-gap pressure. So if he gets that call, he needs to do a good job of beating the block and putting some pressure. But he is a guy that, like you said, he just has a nose for the football. So he needs to make sure his nose is clear tonight so he can breathe and get to that football.
Your defensive back shake out this way at the safeties: Kyle Boyce, Tanner Truesdale, Jalen Cutler, and Calvin Thomas. For Maplesville now, their starters along the defensive front. Let's check that for a moment. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Central Access is more than an internet provider with the fastest uninterrupted speeds. We're your friends and neighbors working hard to provide you with reliable, responsive service. Central Access is customer and community driven, only using fiber optic cables, the fastest widely available internet technology. Whether you live in town or down a dirt road, with lightning fast fiber internet from Central Access, your family can binge the latest series, battle fellow gamers online, or make video calls without slowing down your service. Get the Central Access difference. Visit us online today.
Hello, I'm Lynn Mosley with the Academy team at Guild Mortgage. When you decide to purchase a new home or refinance your existing mortgage, I'm here locally in Clanton to help you get the perfect home mortgage. You can reach me at 205-369-5634 or come by my office at 112 6th Street South in Clanton. I'm right beside the fire station in Clanton. I'm a proud sponsor of the High School Game of the Week. I'm Lynn Mosley, and I make mortgages, not excuses. Lynn Mosley, NMLS 7369, Guild Mortgage, NMLS 3274.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us. Maplesville Pharmacy, where personalized care meets convenience. Our dedicated team is here to assist you with expert guidance on prescriptions, over-the-counter medications, and more. Experience the difference today at Maplesville Pharmacy, your trusted partner in health.
And welcome back to the High School Football Game of the Week on Piper Peach Radio. The Tailgate Show brought to you by Clanton Tractor and Country Financial. Taking a look at the Maplesville Red Devils' probable starting lineups. First on defense, these guys get a lot of attention, and they deserve it. Vaughn Woods at defensive tackle, Mike G at nose guard, Jediah Wirtz at defensive tackle or defensive end, if you will. Talk about the two guys anchoring either side of that defense. Van, we can't talk about one or two of these guys. We got to talk about all of them.
Yeah, those first three coming out of the gates with Woods, G, and Works, they do a phenomenal job. They can stop the run with just them three. When Maplesville stays in their three front, they'll we'll talk about some people that they possibly walk down from their outside linebacker position here in the middle, but those three do a great job. Those three, what is so great about them, it takes five to block those three. And if you leave one with a one-on-one, chances are they're going to win that one-on-one. Von Tavius does a great job of getting great pass rush. He doesn't just use his speed to get upfield, but he uses his eyes. If a quarterback steps up, he can retrace his steps. So just overall great job. G he's just a headache for any kind of center. He might be he's probably the best nose guard 1A through 4A in my opinion. And then Jediah, adding him this year to that D tackle / DN position is just another. He's an animal, high motor, very physical. So those three guys are really what get it going on defense for Maplesville.
And then you jump into the linebackers. It doesn't stop with the defensive front. Nehemiah McCary playing the weak side linebacker. Luke Gray in the middle. Eli Hubbard At the other linebacker, Colby Mitchell and Aiden Abbott kind of switch back and forth. They've got a linebacker role, but oftentimes it looks a little bit like a safety, an extra safety on the field. Both of those guys, athletic, got the ability to do a lot of different things. Talk about that linebacker core.
Yeah, we're going to start off with Eli and Luke in the middle. They do a great job of making sure they're lined up in the right play, lined up correctly. They're both very cerebral football players. Luke's played a lot of football. Eli's played a lot of football. Eli's been breaking down film since he was in diapers, so really understands the game. Both guys do. And then you bring in Abbott, who's a lot like Eli. Been around the game his entire life, but both are really physical. Then you throw Nehemiah in. Nehemiah's that guy that they like to walk down when they go to a forefront. So he's a stand-up outside linebacker / defensive end. Really gets after it. These guys, these front seven, in my opinion, is the best. Is the best here in a long time, and they've had some great defensive here. They've given up. I looked today. I think they've given up like maybe 28 points all year, 3 straight goose eggs. So this team really gets after, and they have depth. They have depth in that front seven. That's what helps a lot too. But they do a great job, and they really get to the football, and that's what. And I said it before. They're just as physical as any team I've seen in a long time.
Your defensive backs are Cade Smith, Ty Bailey, Drayden Brown, and Ethan Rencher. And again, great speed, great instincts in the defensive backfield. Moving over to the offense now for Maplesville. The offensive line shakes out this way. Ardarius Harrison at left tackle, Braden Atchison at left guard, Trace Payne at center, Rowdy Rhodes at right guard, and Daniel Hurd at right tackle. So a veteran and strong and physical offensive front for Maplesville.
Yeah, and their offensive line's been really, really strong from the get-go this year. It was their project last year, and as they got in the playoffs, that group really gelled together and was able to do a great job of getting them to the state championship game. And they've only gotten better, but they've gotten better from the start this year, and they've really carried. They've been able to run the ball. Their pass pro's been a whole lot better this year. It's given Pierce a lot more time and to make accurate throws, stay in the pocket. So that group's done a phenomenal job this year.
Taking a look at the skill players now. The running backs, at running back, Nehemiah McCary, he and Jediah Works are interchangeable at this point. Nehemiah will be primarily that feature back, but Jediah will get a lot of carries tonight. Colby Mitchell will play the H-back. He is dangerous both with the football from a running standpoint, but especially out of the backfield receiving. Aiden Abbott will play wide receiver. Eli Hubbard and Ethan Rencher. Those three are about as good as you're going to find in 1A football at the receiver position, man.
Yeah, those three do a great job, and then you throw Abbott in there as a tight end. And then there's more guys that they can bring in and really never miss a beat. Very deep in the skill position on offense, but those starters do a really good job. They don't only run great routes and have great hands, but in the run game they really get after you, and they're very physical blockers as well. And it really allows for those running backs to get those extra yards downfield when you have a receiver that's downfield blocking. So they do a phenomenal job.
And your quarterback, the senior, makes it all go, Pierce Jurgen, who, again, maybe the best 1A quarterback, maybe the best quarterback in 1 through 3A right now. He could just absolutely do it all. Makes great decisions and is a great leader for the ball club.
Yeah, Pierce has done a great job this year, in my opinion. He's really grown as a quarterback in his second full year as a leader of this offense. And what we've seen so far is his way of, he does a great job of taking care of the football. Last year he was a true gunslinger, and he lived and died on that arm, and it's a strong arm, but it kind of got him in trouble a little bit with his interceptions. But interceptions are down this year. I'm not sure. We have 5 games worth of stats, and he hadn't thrown one. So I don't know if he threw one 2 weeks ago against Hopeful or not. But
there was one, I believe.
So he's 8-1, or probably more than that. I think he had 2 or 3 touchdowns last couple of weeks ago. So his touchdown to interception ratio is dramatically down, and I give that to him taking what the defense is giving him, and he's got the athletes around him that if the shot's not there, he can check it down and get the next athlete the ball, and they do the rest. So he's done a phenomenal job, and what we've talked about before, and what we're going to see as this season goes on, is he is a really legit run threat, and they haven't really had to use him this year, but when they get to the point they have to, he can do it. He's a big runner, physical runner, and that just gives them another element that they can use down the road.
Van, the seniors from this team will be the captains this evening. If you'll take a look and read those off to us, that would be fantastic. Billingsley's captains have not quite make it into position yet, but by the time they get there, you might be through with this list of players.
We're going to start off. You got Aiden Abbott, number 2, Aiden Abbott. Number 3, Eli Hubbard. Number 6, Jake Carley. Number 11, Luke Gray. Number 14, Cade Smith. Number 52, Trace Payne. Number 44, Kobe Mitchell. And number 46, James Goldsby. Number 60, Edward Wilson. Number 5, Pierce Yergin. And number 36, Ethan Kitchens.
And then Billingsley's captains are on the sideline opposite of Maplesville's. Brad Abbott, the head coach, is out with his seniors near side. Maples are coming out with the Cardinal jerseys and pants, white striping on both, the white helmets with the dual-sided, the Pirate Devil on one side and the pitchfork on the other. Billingsley comes out tonight with the black helmet with the Bear logo, the white jersey with the black and gold there, black pants as well. Van, who are our captains from Billingsley?
For Billingsley, you have number 4, Tanner Truesdale, number 7, Kyle Boyce, and number 28, Timothy Cotton.
So we're only moments away from kickoff as this coin toss takes place at midfield. The Whitecaps there showing everybody the coin. Van, there's always a feeling here in the stadium at Maplesville before the game gets started. It's just you can almost feel the anticipation. Whether it's confidence, whether it's pride, it's a noticeable feeling here in Maplesville.
Yeah, it is. I've said it a lot here on the pregame show, but they love their football and they love their Red Devils, and it shows because they show up and show out. They're a little quiet right now. They're probably saving their voice, but they're about to turn it up here in just a few minutes.
There is the coin toss. Maplesville has won the toss and has deferred to the second half. So Billingsley will open with possession of the football. Jim Hubbard Field at George Walker Stadium is a north to south running field. The Bears team in the visiting end zone, the north end zone, lining up. And Maplesville, that will be the end zone they defend. Billingsley will receive the opening kickoff from the south end zone. They will move from right to left. Both teams heading back now to their respective banners. A very large spirit line going from about 8 yards deep in the end zone all the way to the 35. Let's go to Wesley Holsamack with Larry Puckett Chevrolet sideline report. He's with head coach of Maplesville, Brad Abbott.
Coach, first game after the bye at home, another week to rest up. Tell me, what's the key to winning at home tonight?
We got to come out tonight, and not show a lot of rust from the week, from not playing in 2 weeks. I think we're going to do that tonight. We had a good week to practice, and kids are just excited to be able to come back and get to play football again. So I'm excited to watch and see what they have in store for us tonight.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Brad Abbott and Wesley Holzenbach of the sideline, Ray Puckett Chevrolet sideline report. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, kickoff. You're listening to the high school football game of the week on Piper Peach Radio, live from Maplesville.
When it comes to keeping your farm running smooth, trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm and Supply.
That's right. From feed and seed to hunting and fishing gear, they've got what you need under one roof. Friendly service, quality products, and prices that work just as hard as you do. So, stop by today and let us help you get the job done right.
That's Maplesville Farm and Supply, your hometown store for all your farm and family needs. Trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm.
And thank you, sponsor for Maplesville Farm and Home. We appreciate you joining the Piper Peach Radio family of sponsors. Brendan Harrison getting set to kick this off. Again, Maplesville will be defending the north end zone. Caden Cotton and Kyle Boyce back deep for the Bears. The ball's teed up. The official is making his way back to the sideline. Brendan Harrison is addressing the football, and we're just about ready for the start of this high school football game live from Maplesville. Here's the kick. Pooch kick near sideline, taken by Truesdale. He's going to be hit at the 35, falls forward to the 37. Billings will have it first down, 10 yards to go from the 37-yard line. It was number 68, Jason King, on the tackle. Boyce, the quarterback now for Billingsley. Caden Cotton in the backfield. Josiah Taylor, the receiver, near side. Ray, the slot receiver, far side. Here's a hard snap, and it gets Maplesville's defense. They were keyed up and ready to go. The hard snap got them. Might be the easiest 5 yards Billingsley gets all night long.
It could very well be. You got a group that's been itching for about 14 days to get back at it. They're tired of hitting each other. They're ready to hit somebody else in a different colored uniform. So.
They try again. Offensive line stands up and looks back toward the sideline. Quarterback with the play now. 1st and 5 from the 42. Handoff to Cotton. There'll be none of that. No thank you. Nehemiah McCary, Luke Gray, and Mike G there on the tackle. It'll be a big loss in the backfield. Van, they had 5 yards on the penalty. They just lost, let's say, at least 3. Yeah, it's going to be 2nd down and 8 yards to go. 2 receivers set far side of the field, 1 receiver near side. Cotton still the running back. Fakes to him. Boyce drops back, sidearm delivery into the flat. That's going to be an incomplete pass intended far side to Ray. It brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Didn't have a lot of time there, man.
No, he didn't. He did not have a lot of time. Gray was blitzing on his A-gap. You had Nehemiah getting pressure from his outside linebacker, defensive end position up top. So not much time there for Boyce to get that ball out.
So big 3rd down already, first drive of the game for Billingsley from the 39-yard line. Here's the snap. Boyce drops back. Pressure's coming. He is drilled. Sacked in the backfield. Luke Gray and Eli Hubbard come blasting through to knock him down for a huge loss. Loss of 9 all the way back to the 30. It'll bring up 4th down. And 18. 4th and 18. Madston, the punter for Billingsley, Manderson rather, drops back to punt. 2 receivers back to take the punt for Maplesville. Here's the kick. Going to force the return men to come up. They're going to watch this one bounce and roll. It'll hit at about the 48-yard line and roll down to the 42. And Maplesville will be in business, 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, just other than the offsides penalty right off the start, very great. Coach Rush couldn't ask for a better start than that. A lot of pressure, great coverage on the back end. Now they're set up with good field position.
Rencher, the receiver, near side. Hubbard, far side. Here's the snap. There's a flag. Going to be motion. Offsides against the defense. Well, they'll get that 5 yards back. Let's start 1st and 5 again. They'll advance this one up to the 48-yard line. It'll be first down, 5 yards to go. They're not changing the play. They like the formation. They like what's going on. Back comes in motion. That's works out of the backfield. Here's a handoff to Mitchell coming around the right side. Breaks a tackle. He's to the 50. He's to the 45. He'll have 8 yards and a first down for Maplesville inside Billingsley territory. And end around that time to the H-back. He found room, Van.
Yeah, and he really, there wasn't a whole lot there. Billingsley does a great job of setting the edge, but Mitchell was able to utilize his speed and get the corner and pick up the first down.
Hubbard, the receiver, near side. Abbott spread far right. Mitchell in motion, right to left across the line. Jurgen looks. He's got Eli Hubbard across in the flat. He spins away from a defender. Here's a flag come flying in. Likely going to be holding. It would have been a first down, but we're going to have to see what the penalty was. Got to be a holding on a receiver downfield.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe a lineman that released and got down. Blocking the back.
Blocking the back against a receiver down the field. That'll be from the spot of the foul. That one was marked at the Billingsley 38-yard line. They'll back it up to the 48. It'll be first down and 13 yards to go from there. Great play that time. He was open. A nice spin move to get away from a defender, all for naught. Works as the running back in the backfield. They're in the pistol formation. He's behind. Now he'll step up next to Jurgen. Twin receiver set near side. Heavy formation to the left. Now the backs all will shift. Heavy formation to the right side now. Here's the snap. Handoff to Works. Big hole. Cross the 45. Up to the 42-yard line. He'll get 6 of those back. It'll bring up second down. And 8 from the 42.
Yeah, good run by Works to get that back. But what you're seeing up front from Billingsley is a lot of slanting. They're trying to overcompensate for that Maplesville skill set by moving and maybe getting into some gaps early and penetrating that offensive line. So let's see what Maplesville can do as that continues throughout the night.
Out of the 3 receiver set far side, handoff, no fake. Jurgen's got it. There's a throw. Settle down to receiver in the middle. That's Hubbard. Hubbard breaks a tackle. Crosses the 30 down to the 25, maybe the 24. We're going to mark it at the 24-yard line. It'll be another first down for Maplesville. Just in the middle of a zone, an empty spot there, finds him. Jurgen rolls out to his left, throws a strike.
Yeah, great job there. Good job by Eli of curling up behind that outside linebacker, but great job by Pierce by you just taking what the defense gave him, gave Eli a chance to catch it, and Eli did the rest.
H-back in motion. Here's a handoff to Works. Works has got good blocking, runs over a defender. Flags come in both from the back judge and the side judge. It would have been a gain of 8 yards on the play, but probably going to have a hold. Yes, we do. Holding again against Maplesville.
Yeah, and Coach Abbott's not real happy because he doesn't really agree with the call, but it is what it is. So 10 yards from the spot of the penalty, redo first down.
It'll be first down and 8 from the 32-yard line. First and 8 from the 32-yard line. Rencher goes wide right. Hubbard is wide left. Hubbard is wide right. Ball will be scrimmaged from the near hash mark, short side of the field to the home side. Jurgen's the quarterback. H-back now relocating into the backfield. Here's the snap. Handoff to Nehemiah McCary. He'll break a tackle at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward across the 30 down to the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, brings up second down and 13.
Yeah, just a little That was just a lead to the weak side right there. And Nehemiah pretty much bowls over some folks and gets the yardage that he got.
Twin formation near side. McCary the back in the backfield. Handoff to McCary up the middle, breaks tackles, crosses the 25, carrying defenders with him. A pushing and shoving match, trying to gain and give up yardage. It's down inside the 20, all the way to the 17-yard line. He'll be about 3 yards short of the first down, so it's a gain of 10 when it looked like he wasn't going to get a whole lot, man.
Yeah, it was. Billingsley really stalled it at the line of scrimmage, but just a great job by Nehemiah by working those legs and continuing to fight and really getting it to a manageable third down.
Here's the snap, handed off to McCary again. Breaks a tackle, runs over a defender, carrying defenders down inside the 10, all the way down to the 7. It'll be first down, goal to go for Maplesville, and now they're just playing bully ball.
Yeah, it's just bully. That was just straight lead. Mitchell led up in there on the linebacker. McCary followed him in there and really finished a hard run there.
So first down, goal to go. For Maplesville. We've got a whistle. Should be offsides against Billingsley. That'll be a half a distance to the goal penalty. We'll do it all over again.
You can see Maplesville's got their bully formation in. Matter of fact, is what they call it. 2 tights with Hubbard and Abbott at tight ends, and then you got G at fullback, and Works offset to the right of him with Nehemiah offset to the left. Just old power eye.
Here's Jurgen rolling out. He'll throw it to G. He's there. Touchdown, Red Devils. Somebody's been watching Caden Proctor. Mike G, the defensive lineman, comes in playing the H-back position. They thought he was going to throw a block and hand it off up the middle. Jurgen rolls out to his left, finds G in the flat, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, just a great job. They faked the toss to Nehemiah, and Work slips out in the flat, and great ball by Jurgen on the rollout. Gave the big man the opportunity to catch that thing and get a little pay dirt right there.
And with 5:56 to go in the first quarter, it's 7-0. Maplesville with the early lead. They capitalize on good field position and make up for a couple of mistakes to punch it into the end zone.
Minus the penalties right there on that drive, that's about as good as a start you could hope for if you were Maplesville. Very execution was there. Had a couple penalties that you'd want to take back, but other than that, you can clean that up and you can move forward.
Here's the kick, another pooch kick down the near sideline, taken by Cotton. Cotton's got room on the return, trying to cut back all the way across the field. That was a bad idea. The defense had plenty of time to swarm him under. It was number 6 for Maplesville, Jake Carley, on the tackle. Let's go to Wesley Holsamack with the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary.
7 plays, 58 yards, 4 minutes, and 27 seconds off the clock.
Thank you, Wesley. The Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary. First down, 10 yards to go, Billingsley at their own 31-yard line. 5:48 to go in the first quarter. H-back comes in motion. Screen pass. He doesn't have a shot at this one. Jediah Works and Luke Gray again. That didn't make it past the line of scrimmage, and there was nobody in the area. They're going to have a discussion about this. Did he throw the flag? Or are they going to say he was outside the box? Nope, there goes the flag. It's going to be intentional grounding. Boyce had no place to go. The screen man was taken out of the picture. The line had already moved and advanced. He could not get the ball off, couldn't get it away. Managed to throw it away, but did not. That's going to be a spot of the foul.
From the spot of the foul.
From the spot of the foul, marked off 5 yards. So
and lost it down.
It's second down now, and a long way to go. You want to do the math? They'll scrimmage this one from the 7-yard line. They've got to get to their own 42 for a first down. So that is second down and 37. Here's the handoff to Cotton. Spins away from the defender. Will manage to, no, he'll be another loss on the play. That'll be another loss of 1. Luke Gray there again, along with Aiden Abbott from his linebacker spot coming up to make the tackle. The Maplesville defense in the offensive coordinator's mind and playbook right now. Everything moving backwards for the Bears. 2 receivers set to the far side. Here's a direct snap. Actually, Boyce has got it on the keeper. He'll try to get outside on third down. He'll pick up a couple of yards and nothing more. Aiden Abbott again, back-to-back tackles for Maplesville. It'll bring up fourth down and long. I believe he got back to not the original line of scrimmage, but he got back to the 7. Manderson comes on the punt. Eli Hubbard and Drayden Brown back deep, both standing on their 40. Kobe Mitchell late coming on to the field. They needed one more. They've got it. Manderson's got it. Nice punt. Gets it away. They're going to watch this one drop at the 35-yard line. It bounces forward for a yard and will be downed at the Billingsley 34. Maplesville given the short field with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, great job by that defensive front and really the front 7, because they got linebackers that are getting down here real quick. They see some stuff that they like that are that the offense does tendency-wise, and you see these guys really got their ears pinned back and playing some great football right now, resulting in some good field position here early.
Hubbard and Richard, the receivers near side. Mitchell, the H-back, set to the right side of the offense. Here's the handoff to Josiah Works, looking for a block. He'll get part of one. He'll fall forward for a gain of about 3. It is Trent Coburn on the tackle. Brings up second down and 7 yards to go. Just inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Works had a lot of room to run right there, but Coburn comes downhill, fills the alley from his safety position. Good open field tackle.
2nd and 7. Here's the snap. Juergens rolling out to the right. He'll throw it down. Receivers open. That's Richard. Inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. First down for the Red Devils. That was just a flood to that side,
just flooded that side. Hubbard ran off the corner. Bailey with a good 10-yard out. Mitchell was your flat guy. And Juergen reading high to low and put a good ball right there on Bailey.
Quick throw to the sideline into the boundary. That's Hubbard. Hubbard across the 15, push his way down to the 13-yard line. It'll bring up second down and 4 after the 6-yard gain.
Yeah, just a little quick screen out there. It acts as an outside run. Juergen does a great job of giving it to Hubbard, and Hubbard fights his way for about 6 yards right there to make it second and short.
Works your running back next to the Juergen. Mitchell goes in motion right to left, sets up with a power formation now. Works goes in motion out of the backfield. They'll throw it to him in the flat. He puts a move on the defender, jumps over another one, on his way to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Red Devils. We've got a flag on the play.
And in high school, you cannot hurdle a defender.
You can't hurdle a defender.
No,
a spectacular play,
because what they say is they put the runner puts himself in a defenseless position. So And it's a personal foul, so it'll be a 15-yard penalty.
Great day in the morning. Van, what are we thinking with some of the rules in high school football right now?
Well, they say it's for the runner's protection, but I mean, you got an athletic guy like that can just, really just hop like a bunny and clear a defender. But it is a rule, and the white cap was right.
He made the call.
He made the correct call.
So we'll scrimmage this 2nd down and 7 from the 25-yard line. Tight trip formation to the left. Here's the snap. Jurgen's looking. Got a drag route coming across the middle. Defensive's coming. He needs some help. He's got it. He gets outside. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. One defender to beat. Runs over a defender. Touchdown, Red Devils. Pierce Jurgen. He's signaling at far sideline.
Yeah, just a great job. Really, Billingsley does a great job of covering it on the back end. There's really nobody there. He steps up in the pocket, feels the pressure from the right side, and utilizes his speed to get around the edge. Gets a big block by Bailey over there, and then it comes down to one-on-one with him and the defender at the goal line, and the defender took the brunt of it. So just a great play right there by Jurgen.
Harrison's extra point is up and good. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to play. And the first quarter, Maplesville up 14-0. So a spectacular touchdown reception, catch, and beautiful hurdle by Jedi Works take it away. Jurgen comes back on the next play and takes it in on the quarterback keeper around the left side, 25 yards out for the score.
Yeah, and was not going to hurdle anybody. He was planning on running through somebody.
And he did, as a matter of fact. Let's go to Wesley Holsabat, Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary.
4 plays, 34 yards, 1 minute and 56 seconds off the clock.
Thank you, Wesley. Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary. Harrison getting set to kick off for the 3rd time here in the first quarter. 2:17 left to play in this stanza. Here's the kick, a little bit deeper this time to Boyce near side. He takes it at the 20, looking for room. Spun around by a defender, dropped at the 30. It was number 3 for Maplesville, Elijah Hubbard. Eli knocks him down. So Billingsley has it 1st down, 10 yards to go. They're going to be charitable, give him the 31-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go from the 31. Twin formation set far side, one receiver near side. Straight handoff to Cotton. Little misdirection, puts his foot in the dirt. He'll fall forward for a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9, number 30, Vontae Woods. Oh, Vontae, Vontavious, Vontae, Von, Mr. Woods, whatever you want to call him. He's a grown man playing there along the defensive front.
Yeah, just does a great job from his DN position. Cotton looked like he might have had a little room, but Vaughn closes from the backside and able to track him down.
Tried the hard snap again, doesn't work this time. 2nd down and 9 from the 32. Here's the snap. Boyce is going to roll out, option pitch to the right side. The back's got it. He'll make it back to the line of scrimmage. No more. Eli Hubbard there from his linebacker spot makes the tackle. Give him a loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Maplesville play that almost to perfection right there. Little speed option. Vaughn forces Boyce to pitch it, and then Eli plays inside out from his inside linebacker position. McCary plays outside in, so really nowhere for Cotton there to go, and Eli cleans it up for a loss of 1.
3rd and 10. Here's the snap. A handoff to Cotton coming in motion. He is going to be brought down for a 6-yard loss. It's Luke Gray again. We've called his name 4 times in the first quarter. Dropped for a big loss, 35 seconds and counting in the quarter.
Yeah, Billingsley just tries to run a little sprint draw right there, trying to catch Maplesville in the flow. but Gray does a good job of staying home, retracing his steps, and making a great open field tackle. Had some help there from number 54, Daniel Hurd, and I think Von Woods was another one that helped him kind of track it down.
Manderson gets the punt away. Going to bounce. They're going to think about taking it now. They'll back away from it. As the first quarter comes to an end, the Maplesville still had an extra player on the field, but nobody was paying any attention to him. He was trying to get off. Before we go to break, here is the #1 restoration scoreboard. Call them for all your mold, fire, construction needs. Verbena 6-0 over Autauga Academy on the road. Clanton 8-0 over Calera. Isabella 14, Greene County 8, Thorsby 16, Dallas County 0, and Northside 14, Jemison 7. Panthers showing up against a very tough Northside team. Keep it right here. You're listening to the high school football game of the week. Maplesville leads 14-0.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Jones is going to decline it.
And welcome back. We're live at Billingsley. They did catch that illegal substitution, Van. And it is now Maplesville football. First down, 10 yards to go from their own 36-yard line. Two receivers set to the far side. Maplesville now moving right to left. Nehemiah McCary in the backfield next to Jurgen. Now the official comes on and is trying to draw somebody's attention to something. So from the 36-yard line, once again, I don't know what that was, but apparently they're satisfied. Back comes in motion from the far side of the field to the near side. It's a handoff to number 12, Brown. He breaks a tackle. He's got a lot of room and a lot of speed. They're going to haul him down inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. A huge run, call it the 28, a huge run for number 12 from Maplesville, Drayden Brown. He came in motion like it's going to be an end around. He curled back into the backfield. They handed it off to him up the middle.
Yeah, just a great play call, great execution, good scheme, and Brown was utilized his speed, and once he got in the open field, he took care of the rest.
36-yard run for Brown. Here's the snap. Jurgen rolls out. It's got a receiver open. That's Jake Carley. Carley's inside the 25, down to the 23. First down for Maplesville.
Yeah, that time they rolled left.
No, check that. Second down, Van. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He got 8 yards.
They had trips. They were running the smash concept with Abbott over the top. Carley was just a flat guy, check down. Billingsley took away the deep route and check it down to Carley, and he did the rest.
Here's a fake handoff to McCary. Jurgen keeps it, and he will be dropped. There's a flag down. Going to be a hold, I believe. Yes, it's a hold. So the play got back to the line of scrimmage. But they're going to mark this off 10 yards against Maplesville. Here's the problem. Is that the 5th penalty on Maplesville so far tonight? It's the 3rd holding. And maybe 6. 3 holdings. Illegal blocking the back, legal participation, and offsides at 6.
And the hurdle.
Yep, that's 7. Here's the snap. Fake by it to Works. Jurgen's going to keep it around left side. He's down inside the 15. He will have the first down. Where are they going to mark this one?
Looks like the 10.
It's going to be right at the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal to go for Maplesville, and they're hurrying. Works is the back in the backfield, tight formation near side. Here's the pitch out to Works. He's got room and blocking. He's going to be into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Devils. 10 yards. Jediah Works on the pitch, left side.
Yeah, Maplesville went hurry up, and they went trip bunch. Jurgen goes under center with Works right behind him. They just turn and toss. They have great blocking from the receivers out there on the edge, and Works was just able to follow his blockers into the end zone.
Brendan Harrison on again, getting set to kick. Here's the snap. It's good. The kick is up, and it is good. With 10 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the second quarter, it is 21-0 Maplesville. Even in spite of the sloppiness with the penalties, they're still having their way.
Yeah, they are. They're just overall, for the most part, great execution. Need to clean up some things right in there, and but other than that, you can't hang your head if you're Coach Abbott and this Maplesville coaching staff.
But what Abbott's thinking to himself right now, if I had to guess, was, yeah, this one's 21-0, and we've done it playing sloppy football. We can't afford to do that down the stretch.
No, you can't. You got to clean those up. Those type of penalties will definitely get you beat, and against a little bit better competition. Not taking anything away from Billingsley, but Maplesville's going to see some good ones down the stretch.
Here's Boyce with it at the 24 off the Harrison kick. He's got room. He's met by a wall, including Luke Gray, as well as Luke Gray on the tackle. Let's go to Wesley Holsomach on the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary.
4 plays, 69 yards, 1 minute and 36 seconds off the clock.
Thank you, Wesley, the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary. First down and 10 for Billingsley at their own 32-yard line. One receiver set to the near side. That's Trent Colburn. One receiver far side. Jalen Cutler comes in motion left to right, now back from left to right. Here's a flag on the play. It's going to be false start against Billingsley, the second penalty of the night against the Bears. The loss of 5 yards on the play brings up first down and 15 yards to go. Ben, one of these days I'm going to learn my left from my right. I caught that affliction from my wife, who she's got a better chance of reading a map if it's upside down and backwards.
She must not be listening.
No,
tonight.
I'm sure she's not. Here's the next play. Boyce is going to keep it. He's got a little bit of room, but not much. He'll get a couple of those yards back. The heart of the Mike G comes up with the tackle, and I think as well as Hubbard. Hold on a second. I'm trying to check that number. Luke Gray coming up to make the tackle as well. They actually spot him with what seems to be no gain. So it's going to be second down and 15 from the 30, we're going to call it the 27, 28-yard line. I had it wrong earlier. Here's the snap. Boyce rolls out to his left. Looking for some room. He's going to pull it down, and before he gets smacked, he'll run it out of bounds for a loss on the play. That is strictly self-preservation, Van.
Yeah, it was. You had Hubbard, Von Wood, and I think McCary coming up. and he definitely took the best route. If I was him, I would have did the same thing. I probably would have threw it away and then ran out of bounds, other than losing yards there. But other than that, he's just trying to save face and stay healthy.
So it's a loss of about 4 more, brings up 3rd down and 9 from the 25-yard line. We've got a timeout taken by Billingsley. 9 minutes and 14 seconds to play in the second quarter. Van, let's take it with them. You're listening to the high school football game of the week, 21-0. Maplesville with the lead. Back.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
And welcome back. Just a report of Alabama softball. Local girl Marley Giles, 2 for 2 of the night with a double and a home run, playing a little fall ball. So congratulations. She's going to have a big year for the Tide, I would suspect. So 3rd down, call it 19 from the 25-yard line. Boyce with the ball, rolls out to his right, throws it across the middle. Receiver is open. The defense kind of flowed to the middle of the field. He just overthrows the receiver Truesdale, and it brings up another 4th down for the Bears.
Yeah, Billingsley they rolled Boyce, sending everybody to us to the near side, and they slipped Truesdale out, running back the crossing route back to their sideline, and Boyce just overthrows him. Has him, he's open, but Boyce overthrows him a little bit and ends up being 4th down.
Manderson back in to punt. Quick kick, good punt. Drayden Brown near side, thinking about picking it up, thinks better of it. It will roll, hitting at the 30 or at the 42. It'll roll all the way down to the 34-yard line. Maples will have it 1st down, 10 yards to go from their own 34. 8 minutes and 54 seconds to play in the second quarter. It's 21-0. And Van, again, other than a little bit of sloppy, some holding calls, personal foul call, Maples' offense is clicking.
Oh, yeah.
2 receivers set far side of the field. Now the H-back at the tight end shift to the left-hand side of the formation. Fake handoff. Jurgen rolls out. He's got plenty of time. Throw across the middle. Aiden Abbott is there. He's got it at the 50, across the 50, down to the 48-yard line. Beautiful throw and catch from Jurgen on time with Aiden Abbott. 1st down, Maplesville from the 49-yard line of Billingsley.
Yeah, right there they shift Abbott and Carly over to the near side, fake the handoff, roll Pierce to the far side. Abbott does a great job of filtering through the trash, is what I call it, and getting into his route, and Pierce really puts it on his numbers, and Aiden does the rest.
Rencher and Brown, the set to the left side. Brown comes in motion, same play again, headed it off the middle, crosses the 40-yard line down to the 38. He'll gain 11. It's another 1st down for Maplesville. That's not something we've not seen it so far this year. That just adds another dynamic to this offense. It's getting great athletes the football in their hands.
Yeah, and it's another young athlete, Jaden Brown. Played a lot since the injury to Roman Hall, but showed a little electrifying speed right there.
Here's a quick throw, sideline to Richard. Richard puts a move on the defender. He might go. Yes, he will. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Just a great job by Pierce there again. They have buck sweep called with a read to that screen, and if he gets numbers and space, he can pull it and throw it out there, and he sees that, gives Rencher the ball, gets a great block by Eli, and then Rencher makes two people miss to get in the end zone. So great play call, great execution again by the Red Devils.
Harrison's on. His kick is up, and it is good. So a 38-yard throw and catch from Pierce Jurgen to Rencher. It's Jurgen's his second touchdown pass of the ball game. He's got a touchdown run, as does Jediah Works. It is 28-0, 7:39 to go in the first half.
And like you said before they started that drive, really clicking in all aspects on the offensive side and defensive side as well. So just clean up the penalties a little bit. That's going to be a conversation had at halftime. But overall, something to be proud of if you're a Red Devil tonight.
Right now, 10 states listening in, as well as all of our folks locally. Thank you, folks on the West Coast there in Oregon and on the southern tip of California, and everybody in the Atlantic Northeast. There's a brief return by Cotton. He's going to be wrapped up by Eli Hubbard, and it'll be Billingsley's ball there. Going to spot that one at the 30-yard line. Let's go to Wesley Holsamack for the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary. Wesley.
3 plays, 65 yards, 1 minute and 13 seconds off the clock.
Man, this is pretty cool to be able to get this checkup. We've got Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, Massachusetts, Delaware, Tennessee, Kentucky, Kansas, Oregon, Washington, and California listening in right now, and then all of our great listeners around Chilton County. Here's a throw into the flat, intercepted. Beautiful athletic play by Rencher. Far side, comes up with an interception. The ball was slightly overthrown and behind the receiver. Rencher was there, and Maplesville once again in business.
Yeah, great job. They try to get a quick screen out there. Great pass by Boyce, I think, but goes through the hands, and Rencher was coming up, kind of fighting off the block, falls down, and the ball really lands right there in the breadbasket, and he's able to make a heads-up play, interception.
And good evening, Barry Hale, listening in from Texas. I missed the Longhorn State. I'm sorry, but Barry, thank you for joining us tonight. There's a loss of one, the first negative play that we've seen. Jediah Works knocked down in the backfield. I think it was a little bit of a trouble on the snap. Things were late developing. But it'll bring up 2nd down and 11, this from the 31-yard line.
Getting some fresh legs in, skill-wise. You got Hubbard here at quarterback.
Here's the snap. Hubbard hands it off to the end around. That's DeVarian Clark. Clark crosses the 30, crosses the 25, down inside the 25 to about the 24, maybe the 23-yard line. He gets that yardage back. He's still shy of the first down by 4 yards. It's 3rd and 4.
Clark's one of those another guys we saw last year. Very, very electric. Got some get him in open field. He can do a lot of cool things. Has an ankle wrapped up, been nursing that for a few weeks. Good to see him back. Just gives them another bullet in the gun there that they can utilize.
Works in the backfield next to Eli Hubbard, the quarterback now. Handoff to Works up the middle, breaks a tackle. Defender holding on to him, walks through a tackle, spins away from another, still fighting. He's inside the 10, down to near the 5, maybe the 4. First down, Red Devils. Jediah Works just refused to go down, man.
Yeah, he did. But he had a great initial blocking. Just a little trap play right there. runs hard right off the kick out from the guard, and then the rest of it was on him, spinning, jumping, fighting, and breaking some tackles, getting down inside the 5.
Here's the snap, handed off to Works, up the middle, untouched. Touchdown, Red Devils. Janiah Works from 5 yards out.
Yeah, they just ran straight power there. Great push by the offensive line. That unit's doing a great job tonight, not only in the run game but in the pass protection as well. But Works was able to get behind that host of blockers and just walked into the end zone.
So Maplesville on the board. Brendan Harrison is in. He gets the kick up and good. Jediah Works with his second touchdown of the night. This one comes from 5 yards out. The extra point is good, and with 5:33 to play in the second quarter, it is 35-0. Maplesville cruising. Second string, third string quarterback. You never really know. Hubbard is such a great athlete. They're just test driving him right now. I'm not sure because we've not seen Bailey, the normal backup. He may be a little banged up. Let's go to Wesley Holzenbach for the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary.
4 plays, 29 yards, 1 minute and 50 seconds off the clock.
Thank you, Wesley. The Larry Puckett Chevrolet sideline report and drive summary. Brendan Harrison kicking right to left. Ball is teed up. He gets ready to kick it. Cotton is back deep. He'll watch it bounce, takes it at the 22-yard line. He'll cross to the other side of the field. You just can't do that. You just can't do that against a team with this much speed. It was Brody Barnett coming up and Ethan Kitchens making the tackle. Billingsley first down, 10 yards to go, 5:23 to go in the first half. Ball's going to be spotted at the 25-yard line. You can watch this team on tape, but you can't appreciate the speed with which they play until you sit and you watch them live.
That's right. You got to see it. You got to see it in person, and they got a lot of depth, and they got a lot of guys that can roll.
Handoff on the reverse. Ball's on the ground. The back is going to be destroyed in the backfield. Helmet comes flying, and a flag is thrown on a horse collar. The running back or the receiver coming in on the reverse lost his helmet. He's still trying to check to see if his head was in it.
Maplesville's defense did a great job right there by not biting on that with the reverse. They stayed home. Brody Barnett comes up, makes the play in the backfield, but hand gets caught in the back of the helmet, and he gets called for that personal foul there, and it results in Billingsley's first down of the game.
That is exactly right. First down, 10 yards to go at their own 40-yard line. Coburn near side is a receiver for the Bears. Boyce is your quarterback in the shotgun. Cotton is the running back in the backfield with him. Back comes in motion. That's the slot back. Here's a handoff to Cotton. Cotton hits the line of scrimmage, will plow forward for about 3 yards. The heart of that defense again, including Von Woods. Luke Gray was there at the end as well. It'll be a gain of, they're going to give him 4 yards. Brings up second down, 6 yards to go from the 44.
Yeah, that's one of the few positive plays we've seen Billingsley have there. And I think it was kudos to Cotton of continuing to grind right there after being hit by Vaughn and falling forward for 4 yards.
Cotton comes in motion out of the backfield. Boyce fakes the throw, and he's got room. This is the best play of the night for them. Crosses the 50, crosses the 45 into Maplesville territory, and down and out of bounds, I believe, at the 43, 44-yard line. First down for the Bears. It's Von Woods again.
Yeah, Vaughn and Kate Smith there to run him out of bounds.
Kate Smith, yep. It was Cade. Vaughn had to come a long way to be in on that one.
Oh, he was in on it.
He was in on it, yeah. He had to come a long way.
Yeah, he went a long way. But Billingsley right there bounced Cotton out, pumped it to him, and they ran Q counter away from us over there. Good execution right there by the Bears.
They're going to fake it again to Cotton. That's not going to fool the linebacker from Maplesville. McCary's there to help clean it up, but the one that got the job done was Brody Barnett. A loss of 3 on the play brings up 2nd down and 13 yards to go, back at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, Barnett's one of those guys, backup guys that has really grown a lot. He's very physical. He's a very downhill guy. And right there, you fool him once, shame on him, but you're not going to fool him twice because he was there to meet Boyce in the backfield right then.
Here's the snap. Boyce looking, going to throw it deep down the field. Receiver's there, makes the catch, jarred loose by the defender. Rencher coming over to lay the wood to the young man over on the far sideline, trying to get his number.
It was Cotton.
It was Cotton. Cotton looking for the number, the serial number off the train that just ran through him. That was number 8, by the way, Rencher.
Yeah, they do a great job of bringing the guy in motion. And Cotton ran the wheel route out of the backfield. Boyce kind of rolled to the near side to us to set that up, and he had Cotton open, but Rencher right there at the end was able to jar that thing loose.
3rd and 13 from the 46. Wingback comes in motion, quick throw into the flat. It's caught at the 40. Nope, they're going to say it bounced. It is incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down. At this point, with 3 minutes and a second to play in the second quarter, you're down 35. Do you go for it here, Van?
You think about it, but I think Coach Jones is going to do the right thing, try to pin this Maplesville's offense that's been clicking all night long, minus the penalties that they've had. So you try to pin them back as far as you can, and hopefully they can't get in the end zone.
Manderson to punt. Here it is. Hubbard and Brown back deep. It's going to be Brown taking it at the 15-yard line. He evades a couple of defenders. He's got a seam right up the middle. They're going to get him from behind, but not before he gets into Billingsley territory. That's going to be a 42-yard return all the way back to the 47-yard line of Billingsley. And he was 1 block away from taking it to the house.
Yeah, and I think what really messed him up there is there was the Billingsley guy that got turned around and got let go after he makes the cut, so he had to kind of jump cut him, kind of slowed him down, allowed the pursuit behind him to catch him. But if he's able just to continue to run there, it's a foot race, and I think he probably wins.
2 receivers set near side. Believe that's McCary in the backfield. Here's the snap. Handed off to the back. That's Bailey, actually, the quarterback. This is a young man that we've talked about a number of times already, Wyatt Chandler.
Bryce
check
Nichols.
it. That was number
16.
If I would look at the Maplesville roster, I would have it correct. Number 16, Bryce Nichols. We've seen him in a lot of backup action so far. He is a very much a quick as a hiccup there. A not powerful runner, but an explosive runner. So Bailey is the quarterback in the backfield. Here's the handoff to Nichols again. He's got blocking up the middle. They'll stymie him after about a 1-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 yards to go from the 41. You recognize here in the second quarter, other than about the first 2 minutes of the second quarter, we have seen almost exclusively reserved special skill players.
And that just shows you, I mean, it goes back to the depth that Maplesville has.
Bailey, your quarterback. Back comes in motion right to left. Here's a handoff to him on the wing, or the end around, so to speak. Speed sweep. That was Maplesville's number 24, Calvin Jackson. brought down in the backfield by Coburn for Billingsley. It'll be a loss back to the 46-yard line, so it's a loss of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up 4th down. Eli Hubbard on Maplesville's first punt of the night. 45 seconds on the clock and running. Cotton back deep. Here's the snap. They'll blow the play dead. False start against Maplesville. They'll back them up 5 yards. We'll do it again. 36 seconds. And I don't know if you saw this. Rencher, by the time the punter had received the football, was taking his first step, was within 5 yards of Cotton back to receive that kick. Van, that is uncommon speed. And it's not just Rencher. It's a number of players on this squad that have that kind of speed. It's just impressive. So Hubbard sets to punt again. This time it'll be snapped from the 49-yard line. We've got movement again this time. I believe it was Bailey that moved over on the far side of the offensive front. So they'll back them up 5 more yards. Really, they're just trying to see if Hubbard can punt it 50 yards.
Well, if you watch him in warm-ups, he's got the leg to do it. They're just giving him more room to really bomb it. And with that, though, you got to make sure you do a great job of covering, because Cotton is a very, very athletic return guy.
Here's the snap. Hubbard's got it. Nice kick away from the return man. It's going to hit about the 20-yard line and take a sideways kick. It'll be down at the 20. About a 35-yard punt that time for Hubbard. That's really just what he was looking for. 10 seconds to go in the half. 10 seconds to go here before the second quarter comes to an end. So we should have one more play. Taking a look at the sideline, Kobe Mitchell's a little bit banged up.
Yeah, that happened. That happened on one of the first drives, I think, offensively for Maplesville. He got taped up down there and tried to go back in, but just ain't been able to go. And right now, you really don't need him to go. You need him to rest up and get ready here, make this run in the long run.
There's the handoff to Cotton. Von Woods is there, and that's the end of the first half. Maplesville heads into the locker room leading 35-0. Wesley Holsenbach making his way onto the field, getting in position to talk to Maplesville coach Brad Abbott. We're ready for the Larry Puckett Chevrolet halftime report.
Coach, up big at the half. What are your thoughts as you go into halftime?
We had a pretty good first half there. We did some good things running in, throwing. Our defense is playing really good right now. We kind of had a couple of penalties, our coach calls we ain't played in 2 weeks. We hope we get that cleaned up in the second half. But right now I'm very pleased with the way we played the first half.
Thank you, Coach.
There's head coach Brad Abbott saying he's got to get some folks cleaned up. So the official, everybody was off the field. He is upset because the clock that had been set for 20 minutes at halftime was running. He made them put about 15 seconds back on the clock. And that was a little bit of a hissy fit we just saw from the official. Thought that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just me. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we have a special guest at halftime. You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week on Piper Peach Radio, the best high school football coverage in all of Central Alabama right here.
When it comes to keeping your farm running smooth, trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm and Supply.
That's right. From feed and seed to hunting and fishing gear, they've got what you need under one roof. Friendly service, quality products, and prices that work just as hard as you do. So, stop by today and let us help you get the job done right.
That's Maplesville Farm and Supply, your hometown store for all your farm and family needs. Trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm and Supply.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Central Access is more than an internet provider with the fastest uninterrupted speeds. We're your friends and neighbors working hard to provide you with reliable, responsive service. Central Access is customer and community driven, only using fiber optic cables, the fastest widely available internet technology. Whether you live in town or down a dirt road, with lightning fast fiber internet from Central Access, your family can binge the latest series, battle fellow gamers online, or make video calls without slowing down your service. Get the Central Access difference. Visit us online today.
Hello, I'm Lynn Mosley with the Academy team at Guild Mortgage. When you decide to purchase a new home or refinance your existing mortgage, I'm here locally in Clanton to help you get the perfect home mortgage. You can reach me at 205-369-5634 or come by my office at 112 6th Street South in Clanton. I'm right beside the fire station in Clanton. I'm a proud sponsor of the High School Game of the Week. I'm Lynn Mosley, and I make mortgages, not excuses. Lynn Mosley, NMLS 7369, Guild Mortgage, NMLS 3274.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
And welcome back. It's halftime here. Maplesville leads 35-0 over the Billingsley Bears. Scoring shakes out this way. In the first quarter, with 5 minutes and 36 seconds to go, Maplesville's Pierce Jurgen finds Eli Hubbard. Check that, Mike G, for 3 yards. The extra point was good by Brennan Harrison. It was 7-0. 2:12 to go in the quarter. Pierce Jurgen keeps it around left side for 25 yards and a touchdown. Harrison's extra point made it 14-0. In the second quarter, 10:24 to play in the first half. Maplesville's Jediah Works takes it in from 10 yards out. The extra point was good, 21-0. 7:39 to play in the quarter, only 2 minutes later. Pierce Jurgen finds Rencher for a 38-yard touchdown around down the left sideline. The extra point was good for 28-0. after an interception by Richer. 5:33 to play in the second quarter. Maplesville's Jediah Works carries it in from 5 yards out, and that wrapped up scoring in the first half. It's been an impressive first half so far. Joining us at halftime, one of our family sponsors, Amanda Burnett of 36750. That's right, 36750. I left out a 0. Boutique, but it's located right in the heart of Maplesville. You put your finger on a map of downtown Maplesville, it's going to land on the boutique. And we've got personal experience with her. Amanda, you do tremendous work. You've done a lot of our gear that we're wearing. You've done our Super Fan Award that we give out at the Coaches Show. Tell us a little bit about your business. How long have you been there?
We opened in March of 22. We started out in the supermarket parking lot there beside Alpha and Sure Heaven, and then I moved to downtown 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, we've been in downtown.
What made you want to make the move to downtown?
To be closer to the community. I do so much volunteer work and do so much on Main Street that I wanted to be in downtown too, and the foot traffic.
And you're close to the Mexican restaurant.
I am.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
Probably 5 days a week.
So what's the best part about what you do? What do you enjoy the most?
Helping the community.
And you do that a lot.
I
We
do.
were looking at items that you had just done today for some things going on, and just terrific work. Tell us a little bit about what you have to offer there at the boutique.
We have gifts if you need something for someone. We have the gifts. We have blankets. It's mostly women's apparel, but I am starting to get more men's apparel in. We also do children's clothing. I can do personalized items for you. I can also do embroidery and monogramming. Pretty much anything you need, I can probably get it for you.
What size jobs are you comfortable with?
Anything, really.
Anything?
Yes, I've done an order for a fire department up to 450 shirts. I've done another large order last year for the state championship game. I think I've done roughly 407 sweatshirts for the state championship game for Maplesville High School. It's a lot. A lot of people don't understand. It's just me. I'm the only one that does the monogramming. I'm the only one. My daughter helps me with the embroidery, but all monogramming is coming from me.
That's outstanding. So, what have been your surprises in business since 2022?
You know, I really haven't had any big surprises. We're a small community, and your community stands behind you, and they're always there when you need them.
That's fantastic. So, any big projects going on right now for you?
I'm getting busy. Football season keeps me pretty busy. The holidays is really, really busy. So I'll be busy. I'm probably busy out until about February before I slow down. I'm currently trying to work on playoff shirts right now. Trying to come up with some designs on those where I can have those ready to get out as soon as we find out who we play, where we play, and when we all get started.
You're looking forward to the playoffs.
I am.
Team's looking forward to the playoffs. We're looking forward to the playoffs. That will be absolutely fantastic. We're looking forward to that. So, what do you feel your business brings to the community?
Well, you know, we're the only boutique in Maplesville, so if someone needs a last-minute item, they don't have to go to Clanton. They can come to me in Maplesville. If I don't have it, I can get it for them.
So what's your relationship with the school like? We've already talked about the projects that you've got going on, but tell us a little bit about your relationship with Maplesville High School.
We do. So last year we collected school supplies for the school. We actually did Maplesville High School. We were able to donate to Maplesville High School, and we were also able to donate to Isabella High School. I did partner with Marion Bank. So between me and Marion Bank, the boutique and Marion Bank, we was able to provide school supplies for 2 schools. And then this year I went in the boutique and done all the cleaning supplies for Maplesville High School. I will also do donations for the teachers for Teachers Day. I normally provide a meal from Valley Grand for the teachers.
In other words, folks, this lady has a heart of service for her community and this school.
And if it's not for the community, I couldn't do that.
Yeah. And let me just tell you, those are the people that you want to do business with. So, folks, if you're listening to us tonight, go by see Amanda Burnett at 36750 Boutique in the heart of Maplesville. just see what she has to offer. I think you'll be glad you did. Amanda, any final thoughts before we let you get out of here tonight?
No, I just wanted to say thank you to the radio station for Piper Peach, because they're always there when you need them. Also, they do a lot for me as far as advertisement, and I also want to thank the community for always standing beside your small businesses.
Amanda Burnett with 36750 Boutique in Maplesville. We're at halftime. 35-0 is your score. Thank you, Amanda. Go by and do business with this great local boutique here in Maplesville. You'll be glad you did. Help be a part of the services that she provides to her community. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Workout anytime, coming soon to Clanton. Your fitness, your schedule, and for a limited time, enroll for only $1. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our saunas, recharge with red light therapy, refresh in our hydro massage beds, get that glow with unlimited tanning, and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout anytime. Coming soon to Clanton.
When it comes to keeping your farm running smooth, trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm and Supply.
That's right. From feed and seed to hunting and fishing gear, they've got what you need under one roof. Friendly service, quality products, and prices that work just as hard as you do. So, stop by today and let us help you get the job done right.
That's Maplesville Farm and Supply, your hometown store for all your farm and family needs. Trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm and Supply.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
And welcome back to Jim Hubbard Field at George Walker Stadium here in Maplesville, where the Red Devils are taking on the Billingsley Bears, and they lead at halftime 35-0. We would like to thank our halftime sponsors, Peach Outdoor and DJ Gadberry with State Farm. Now we're going to welcome in Wesley Holzenbach. We're going to talk a little bit about first half statistically. He's been breaking down the numbers for us for Maplesville and what little bit of numbers that Billingsley has. So Wesley, welcome in. Appreciate you coming up. Long walk from the sideline up here to the press box. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and just talk about Maplesville's offense and throw some stats at us that has really stood out to you in the first half.
Yeah, like I was telling you guys earlier, they've had 8 guys run the ball and 5 receivers catch the ball in the air. So they've been able to really spread the ball out so far on the ground and in the air as well.
They have done a good job of spreading the love around. Pierce has done a great job of taking what the defense gives him, executing the pass plays. I think offensively, offensive line up front has done a great job when they've been asked to run, block, and pass pro. And then the running backs, we know about the two-headed monster with McCary and Works, but just some other guys that have touched it as well. Jurgen with a run. They've done a great job of staying balanced, I think, early on until it got late there and they just kind of run the clock out in the first half. But one thing that's really stood out up here, but I know you're down there, you get a little bit more eye level, you get to feel the intensity. Let's talk about this Red Devil defense and what they've been able to do the first half.
I've noticed that right away, especially the defensive line. Kyle Boyce, anytime he tries to drop back and throw, he has about a quarter of a second before he has a Red Devil in his face. So it's really started, the pressure has started with the defensive line. They've been after this Billingsley Bear offense all night.
Yeah, they have done a great job of not only just getting after Boyce when he drops back to pass, but really shutting down the run game. And we talked about it some of the pregame show. Those guys up front really demand the offensive line's blocking in it, and it allows those inside linebackers, Hubbard and Gray, to really flow to the football. And they do a great job. And then if something was to happen to get past that front seven, that secondary comes up and really gets after you as well. We're going to pause for a minute for the number 1 restoration score update. At Autauga Academy leads Verbena 7-6. At Clanton, Calera leads the Tigers 14-8. Isabella on the road at Greene County up 28-16. Thorsby at home for homecoming up 54-0 over Dallas County. And at Jemison, Northside is up 28-7. That is our number 1 restoration score update. We appreciate that sponsorship. As the teams start to make their way back out in the second half, Wesley, we saw a lot of subs come in, a lot of guys. Maplesville get really deep into their depth right there. But let's talk about, if you're on the Isabella side, down 35-0, really a handful of positive plays the entire half. What's your mindset coming back out here and having to face this Maplesville Red Devil team?
Well, first of all, you want to score quick, right? So they're going to have to get the ball out quick. If they want to throw it, they're going to have to throw it quick. Quick slants, bubble screens, something very quick like that, because this Maplesville defense has been suffocating tonight so far. That's the word I would use, suffocating.
Yeah, very, very suffocating. We just got a traffic update for people listening around here that are probably going to leave here and head back to Clanton. There's a bad wreck on Highway 22 between Maplesville and Clanton. Traffic is at a standstill, so if you know a way around 22 to get back home to wherever you're going, kind of stay clear of 22 because there seems to be a bad wreck there. Thanks, James Spann, for the update. Yeah, you're talking about just coming out and scoring quick, but first thing they got to do, Maplesville gets the ball to start the half, so they got to find a way to get off the field on defense, and they hadn't had a lot of success with that in the first half. Forced 1 punt, but that was more Maplesville getting in their own way. But if you're Billingsley right now, you just got to continue to fight. Coach Jones has got to continue to emphasize to this team that, maybe we won't win this game, but we still have a chance to do what our that we want to do, and that's get in the playoffs. And once you get in the playoffs, anything goes from there. So to stay positive, kind of work on what you need to work on, and continue to get better throughout this game. And if you're Maplesville, you got a lot of young guys that are about to get some reps, and they're going to get coached the same way that these older guys get coached. They're going to get coached hard, and they're going to be expected to play up to the standard. So look forward to seeing some new faces, some new numbers out here in the second half. As we get going, we're 3 minutes away here from kickoff. You're listening to Piper Beach Game of the Week. Red Devils up 35-0 over Billingsley Bears. We'll be back after these messages.
Central Access is more than an internet provider with the fastest uninterrupted speeds. We're your friends and neighbors working hard to provide you with reliable, responsive service. Central Access is customer and community driven, only using fiber optic cables, the fastest widely available internet technology. Whether you live in town or down a dirt road, with lightning fast fiber internet from Central Access, your family can binge the latest series, battle fellow gamers online, or make video calls without slowing down your service. Get the Central Access difference. Visit us online today.
Hello, I'm Lynn Mosley with the Academy team at Guild Mortgage. When you decide to purchase a new home or refinance your existing mortgage, I'm here locally in Clanton to help you get the perfect home mortgage. You can reach me at 205-369-5634 or come by my office at 112 6th Street South in Clayton. I'm right beside the fire station in Clayton. I'm a proud sponsor of the High School Game of the Week. I'm Lynn Mosley, and I make mortgages, not excuses. Lynn Mosley, NMLS 7369, Guild Mortgage, NMLS 3274.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
And welcome back. We're live, sitting here talking. We've seen 8 guys run the football. We've seen 5 guys catch the football. We've seen 3 quarterbacks. Negative 18 yards total offense for Billingsley, 274 yards offense for Maplesville. Van, you think we'll see the starters come back for 1 or 2 more series, and then it will be second team and JV guys the rest of the way?
I would think with them getting the ball to start the second half here that I imagine you'll probably get the ones for a series, and then after that it's going to be those guys we saw finish the half. But also I wouldn't be surprised if they come back out and it's the same group that finished the half as well that was able to move the ball. I mean, Nichols is going to take advantage of every touch that he gets, and he's going to run just as hard. So it's interesting to see, but at the same time, I think being off last week, you would like to see how this first group does with some adjustments, maybe clean up some of that penalty stuff that Coach Abbott was talking about. So give them an opportunity to show you that they can buy into your adjustments, and then after that, you kind of let the young guys go.
Manderson to kick for Billingsley. They'll be kicking left to right. Brown, Richer, and Hubbard back deep for Maplesville. That's a pick your poison. And then Nehemiah McCary standing right in the middle of the field. That's a murderer's row, so to speak, of return man for Maplesville.
Yeah, and I think we just heard the Whitecap say we're going to have a running clock here. It's going to stop on timeouts and injuries. So
we're hoping that there's timeouts but no injuries.
Right.
And again, our thoughts and prayers with whoever was involved in the accident on Highway 22 tonight. That was about an hour ago that report came in. So be careful out and about in the area. Set to kick. Squib kick up the middle, taken by an back at the 40-yard line. That's Aiden Abbott. So Maplesville will be in business. First down, 10 yards to go from their own 40-yard line. The Red Devils moving right to left. Here as we start the second half, it will be the starters that come back out. Eli Hubbard and Richard set up near side. Hubbard, the slot receiver. Jediah Works in the backfield next to the quarterback, Pierce Jurgen. Abbott is your tight end. Here's the handoff to Works. Cuts it back up in the middle after he starts outside. They'll hit him at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Several players there for Billingsley on the tackle, want to say including number 53. Maybe that was not 53. 52, Caden Tyndall maybe on the tackle. 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Same formation this time. Handoff again to Works. Works good blocking up the middle. He's going to be hit after a 4-yard gain. It'll be bring up 3rd down, 6 yards to go from the 49.
Yeah, Maplesville Works comes up limping a little bit right there. Able to run off, but Maplesville just running. It looks like a little run pass option there. Zone where they're setting up in the flood route out here to the near side, but right there they give it to Works, and he fights his way down.
Same formation this time, flipped to the far side. Hubbard comes in motion, left to right, pitch to Nehemiah McCary. McCary runs over a defender, crosses the 40, down to the 39-yard line. It's a 1st down for Maplesville. They brought Hubbard across the formation out of the slot far side as kind of the lead blocker on that pitch.
They bring him across and kind of hesitate to toss to set up the blocking and get it to Nehemiah, and he gets out here, gets the corner. Good open field tackle by the DB for Billingsley right there, though.
Hand off to McCary. McCary cuts it back across the middle, crosses the 35, falls forward to the 33. It'll be a good gain from the 40, so it's a gain of 6. Brings up 2nd down and 4. They'll mark him, and it is the 33-yard line. Ball original spot was just inside the 40, so that's a gain of 6. Here's the snap to Jurgen. Hand off to McCary again. Well blocked trap. He might go. Got to beat a defender. He won't. He had help coming over, and it is a nice tackle near side for Billingsley, but McCary has enough yards to the 1st down. Kyle Boyce, number 7, linebacker / safety, coming over to make the tackle.
Yeah, they run buck sweep into the boundary right there. They do a great job with the kick and the route, and Nehemiah does the rest after that once he gets a hole. But Boyce does a great job of utilizing the sideline and forcing him out of bounds.
Here's a handoff to the receiver in motion. That one was scrimmage from the 22-yard line. He'll gain 3 yards. It's Drayden Brown on the carry. Knocked out of bounds. Not really a tackle, but bumped out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Ball, the nose of the ball, the back end of the football is on the 20-yard line, so it sits between the 20 and the 19. Works back in the game. Handoff to Works. Big hole up the middle. Beats a defender. Stiff arms another. He's in.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He ran out of bounds.
Yep.
Did he lose track of where he was, Van? That was clear touchdown.
No. Class act.
Wow, they're going to put a young player in now into the backfield. Jediah Works down to the 1-yard line. Here's the snap. Handed off to Maplesville's number 36. Was that 36 or?
Yeah, that's Ethan Kitchens. Senior. Played all 5 years here.
Here's the snap, handoff to Kitchens. He's got room. Is he in? Yes, he is! Senior Ethan Kitchens, touchdown, Red Devils! Van, how classy.
Yep.
How selfless.
You had a guy that could have had his 3rd touchdown of the night. but has the cognitive ability to understand to get out of bounds, set it up for a senior who it does nothing but give his blood, sweat, and tears to this program, and then to set it up for a 1-yard run, just awesome. That's high school football in a nutshell for you.
The extra point is good as 42-0, Van. That is it will be something that I think the fans will remember, and they will be appreciative for. I think Jediah Works, if he was missing out on a few fans, he just made a whole bunch right there. What a great job by Jediah Works of giving that young senior an opportunity. $42-0. 6:50 to go in the third quarter. Harrison setting it up. Brendan and his parents made the most of their time off. They took time to go on a little trip down to Disney World. Saw the pictures. I hope they had a great time. I think they did. Here's the kick. High right down the middle, taken by Madston over on the 35-yard line. He is smacked at about the 37. Believe that was number 73.
Not on our list.
Was it 73?
Mm-hmm.
Goodness, he is not on the official roster. Not really sure who that young man is. If somebody knows, pass that along to us, because we would certainly like to mention his name. First down and 10 for Billingsley at their own 38-yard line. Cotton, the running back. Boyce, the quarterback. Two receivers near side, one to the far side. Hand off to Cotton. He's bumped in the backfield, hauled down. Nehemiah McCary there to knock him down in the backfield. Check, that was number 14, wasn't it?
It was Nehemiah.
It was Nehemiah?
Yeah, K. Smith was there to help Nehemiah up.
Here, son, let me help you. A gain of 1 yard on the play brings up second down, 9 yards to go. Great teammate right there.
Yeah.
Second and 9. Quick throw into the flat. Coburn's there, led up by Drayden Brown. Going to be a short gain on the play. They'll spot him at the 44. A gain of 5 on the play brings up third down and 4. Clock continues to roll. 4 minutes and 53 seconds to play in the third quarter. 42-0 your score. Billingsley has not threatened. Maplesville has been in control from the start. Cotton goes in motion out of the backfield. Here's Boyce on the keeper. They'll have none of it. That one sniffed out by Gray. The play will lose a yard. They'll be gracious. They'll give him half a yard up to the 45-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. It's still 3 yards to go. 4th and 3 from the 45. You got nothing to lose here. Billingsley going for it. Cotton is the back of the backfield. Culver, the receiver, near side. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Doesn't have time. He'll be swarmed under. Sacked back at the 40-yard line. Mike G coming up to make the tackle. It'll be a turnover on downs at the 40-yard line. Maplesville first down, 10 yards to go. And it will be Ty Bailey coming on at quarterback. Wholesale substitutions again for the Red Devils. So Ty Bailey in at quarterback. It's number 16, Bryce Nichols, in at running back. Calvin Jackson, near side receiver, goes in motion now, far side. The H-back, wearing number 10, Randall Stoudemire, sets up to the left-hand side of the formation. Bad snap over the head. Nichols goes back. He'll fall on it. Ty took his eye off the football And it makes its way. It's going to be a big loss on the play of 18 yards. That'll bring up second down and 28 yards to go.
New center in the game as well.
What you got in the playbook for 2nd and 28, Van?
We're going to see what Nichols can get back.
Handoff to Nichols up there, bounces it outside, cuts back inside, crosses the 50, up to the 50. He'll get 8 of those back, and it'll be 3rd down and 20 from the 50. Very nearly had one defender to beat, and he had a lot of green grass ahead of him. But what a nifty move to bounce it outside and then back inside when he found that seam.
Yeah, set up his blockers there. They run buck sweep here to the tight end side. And Nichols does a great job of being patient, setting up his blocker and getting that 8-yard run.
Here's the snap. Bad snap, high snap. Bailey keeps it. He'll be dragged down after a 1-yard gain to the 49. That'll bring up 4th down and 19 yards to go from there. Eli Hubbard and the rest of the punt team for Maplesville on. 1:50 to play in the 3rd quarter. Here's the snap. Hubbard's got it. A huge punt from Hubbard. Going to bounce at the 10. Going to stop inside the 5. No. It will make it into the end zone for a touchback. They'll bring this one out to the 20. A fantastic punt that very nearly died about the 1-yard line. It rolled over one more time, Van, into the end zone.
Yeah, great punt. I thought he pinched it just enough, but like you said, that one extra roll, and got him in the end zone, touchback.
You know, Hubbard could go play college football. He could punt. He could play linebacker or safety. Maybe receiver, maybe. But he is a phenomenal pitcher for baseball. Here's the snap. Second team in now for Billingsley. Handed off around the left side. I believe Madsden is the running back. Kyson Thomas is the running back.
73 from Maplesville is Brody Barnett. He changed jerseys because his offensive position, he plays offensive line, and he's normally number 35. So to play offensive line, you got to be 50 to 79. So
now we know. And no, it's half the battle, G.I. Joe. Now that is the end of the 3rd quarter. We're heading to the 4th. 4 fingers in the air for the Maplesville Red Devils and hands pressed firmly together in prayer for the Billingsley Bears. When we come back, the 4th quarter, you're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week on Piper Peach Radio.
Hello, I'm Lynn Mosley with the Academy team at Guild Mortgage. When you decide to purchase a new home or refinance your existing mortgage, I'm here locally in Clanton to help you get the perfect home mortgage. You can reach me at 205-369-5634 or come by my office at 112 6th Street South in Clayton. I'm right beside the fire station in Clayton. I'm a proud sponsor of the High School Game of the Week. I'm Lynn Mosley, and I make mortgages, not excuses. Lynn Mosley, NMLS 7369, Guild Mortgage, NMLS 3274.
And welcome back to Maplesville. Extended powwow taking place about the 30-yard line. Maplesville having a talk. Coach Hubbard giving instructions. Actually, I think he's actually standing back and listening right now.
Coach Abbott, yeah.
Abbott, I don't know why I said Hubbard. He's somewhere above us in the booth. You know, it's got to be fun for him when you think about it, for Brent Hubbard, to come back, really have no responsibility. You come out, you be part of this team that you led for so many years with one of your best friends, if not your best friend in the world, as the head coach, and you're just able to help and watch your son play. What a dream scenario for him. And then to be in a community that you love and that your wife loves so much.
Oh, yeah. couldn't have drew it up any better than that. Don't know if that was ever the plan to begin with, but either or, it's worked out for everybody involved, I believe.
Thomas with the keeper crosses the 25. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Chris Hardy, the junior, coming up to make the tackle. Third and 3. Hard snap gets Maplesville to jump. Offsides against the Red Devils. That'll be a first down for Billingsley. First and 10 from the 32-yard line. Clock down. 10:45 to go in the ball game. Here's the snap. Handed off around the right side to Tyler White. White's got a little bit of room. He'll cross the 33. He'll pick up about a yard far side. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9 yards to go. It was Calvin Jackson, number 24 for Maplesville, coming over from a safety spot or a corner spot to make that tackle. Billingsley not in a hurry.
No, the young guys defensively did a great job of stringing that out to Jackson over there as the DB, and he makes a great open field tackle.
Billingsley's number 21, Kyson Thomas, with a direct snap. He's knocked down in the backfield. Zach Bramlett comes up to make the tackle. It'll be a loss of 4 on the play. Brings up 3rd down, 13 yards to go. This one will be scrimmage from the 31-yard line of Billingsley. 9:35 to go in the ball game. Thomas and a quarterback. Here's the snap. Rolls out to his right. Looking for a throwback. I believe that's Truesdale. He'll be hit in the backfield and dumped. It's Billingsley's number 6, actually Andrew Johnson. Knocked down in the backfield. Was that Barnett again? And DeMarco Stabler, the young man, comes up to make the stop. Another 2-yard gain. 4th down and 15 yards to go, or a loss rather. 2-yard loss in the play. 4th down and 15 yards to go. Ball at the 28-yard line. Manderson on to punt. An uncovered defender far side. And they won't even look at it. Here's the punt. Nobody back for Maplesville. It's going to bounce at the 45 and roll. It will stop dead on the 30-yard line. Red Devils 1st down, 10 yards to go from the 30.
That's a good stop right there by that young defensive unit. Really flying around to the football, playing to the standard that Maplesville has around here defensively, and understanding that 0 on the scoreboard means more than just a 0 to them.
1st down, 10 yards to go from the 30-yard line. Bailey is the quarterback. Nichols the running back. Here's the snap. Handed off Nichols, coming around the right side. Needing a block, gets a little bit of one. He'll pick up 2 yards, maybe 3. Brings up 2nd down and long. 2nd down and 8 yards to go after the 2-yard gain. Billingsley's number 14, Cameron Hull, coming over to make the tackle. 2 receivers set to the far side of the field. Ball is marked on the near hash. 42-0 your score. Maplesville, this one well in hand. High snap, handed off to Nichols. Dodges a defender. He'll get 3 yards this time. Brings up 3rd down and 5 yards to go from the 35.
Yeah, I think the play was there originally, but the high snap kind of slowed it down a little bit. And Nichols could have got a little more, I believe, but with the high snap, just wasn't able to get really going.
Bailey in the shotgun, 2 receivers set far side, 1 comes in motion now. Here's the handoff to Devarian Clark. He's got blocking in front of him. Defender slips a block, comes up and makes the tackle after a 1-yard gain. Billingsley's Cotton comes up to make that tackle. That looked like it was going to have a chance to go. He had blockers out in front of him. Cotton, again, the crafty veteran player, slips that block, comes up and makes the tackle. Brings up 4th down and 3 yards to go. Hubbard on to punt. Boys back deep. Here's the snap. Punt is off high. Spiraling punt. Sends the return man back. Ball's on the ground. And Billingsley will recover it inside the 20, back at the 19-yard line. Wow. Maplesville's number 71 was down there creating havoc. That's Arlington Rhodes, among others.
Just a booming of a punt.
It sounds different coming off his foot.
Yeah, it does. High spiraling. Looks like he sat back there and threw it. Allows the coverage to get down there. And right there, almost force a turnover and set yourself up in good field position.
43-yard punt for Hubbard. 1st down for the Bears, 5:10 to play. Quick throw out in the flat, too high for the receiver. Brings up 2nd down. And they're true to their word. The clock's still rolling. 5 minutes exactly to go in this ball game.
But it's not about how many points you can put up on somebody. But at the same time, both these teams still have playoff aspirations. Maplesville for sure. Billingsley still fighting for spots. So you don't want to get anybody seriously injured that's going to hurt your chances of getting those extra games in the playoff.
Thomas with a run around right side. He goes down in a heap. The ball comes loose. Flags come flying in. Are they going to get the Red Devils for another horse collar here?
Might get a horse collar, but it
didn't look like a horse collar to me. He came down awkwardly.
That's what they call.
Almost looked like his feet shot out from him, from under him.
Yeah, looked like it could have been worse than what.
Yeah. Ben, take us to the replay.
Ooh, no, I don't want to think about it.
No.
But he got tackled, got horse collared, but got one of his legs stuck up from underneath him, and it could have been. Luckily, he obviously young and athletic, popped right up. So I'd been down.
I'd be weeping like a woman right now if it were me.
They'd been gassing up the helicopter to come get me.
That's a reference to last year. Here's a snap. They might gain a yard there. Lots of young players both ways. Let's just be honest, it's not really smooth football being played right now, but mercifully the clock is running. All these young kids need these minutes. These are extremely valuable to every kid on this field right now. You don't want them to get hurt, but you want them to make the most of every play they get.
Yeah, and they're the future of both these programs, so to be able to get some experience under the Friday Night Lights is always something to build off of.
Handoff coming around left side. Maplesville defender is there to knock the back down. That's number 66, DeMarco Stabler. Billingsley's number 12, Tyler White, on the carry. Loss of 2 on the play, 3rd down and 12. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play in this one. Thomas is your running back, or your quarterback. White is the running back. 2 guys fire off in opposite directions. Tie goes to the offensive lineman. It's going to be offsides against Maplesville.
They're going to say Maplesville drew him offsides.
3rd down and 7 now from the 39-yard line. Thomas is your quarterback for Billingsley. Back comes in motion, left to right, across the line. Throw down the field. It's incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they trying to attack the one-on-one out here with Nichols. Receiver and quarterback kind of not on the same page. Receiver ran a post. Quarterback threw a go route. Something they wish they might have had back, but Nichols was there in coverage, so either way, he was going to have an opportunity to make a play on the ball.
4th down play. Thomas, the quarterback, in the shotgun, flanked by White. Thomas with it, rolls back, looking to throw. Down the field's got a receiver there that goes up and makes the catch. That is Bears number 2. Mitch Richards with the reception and the 1st down. 51 seconds to go in the ball game. Billingsley trying to get it in the end zone to break this goose egg. Here's Thomas with a snap around left side. They're stringing it out. Defense does a good job in pursuit. He'll finally be pushed out of bounds. That was number 13 for Maplesville. Is that right? I don't believe
73.
That's 73. Brody Barnett again. 25 seconds in this one. Billingsley hurrying back to the line. Now 15 seconds. Is that the final?
That's going to be it.
That's going to be it. Did not rush back to the line. They're going to let this one run out, take it to the house. Final score, is that 4 goose eggs in a row? It's 4 shutouts.
4 out of the last 5.
4 out of the last 5 shutouts, all by Maplesville. This final score in this one, 42-0. When we come back, we'll wrap it up for Maplesville. Actually, let me see. Wesley Holsomback is down on the field. He'll talk to Brad Abbott. So, Van, while we have a minute, just your thoughts about the classy way Maplesville handled the second quarter and the entire second half.
Well, they understood the game. They first quarter and a half, they were able to do just about whatever they wanted to, offensively and defensively, and that's just, it shows their character, their ability. Nothing against the Billingsley Bears, who put up a hard-fought fight tonight, but just was kind of behind the 8 ball once the kickoff and the game started. The Red Devils clicked, executed. One thing they probably going to work on, and Coach Abbott kind of echoed this at half, is they need to clean up the penalties, and partially that's due they hadn't played in 14 days. So that's something they can take from this game to work on and kind of clean up as they go back in to another area game next week. So, but just overall, calling the dogs off, getting everybody. I think everybody that dressed tonight got play in action for the Red Devils. So just a classy move to not try to bust the clock on this Bears team that fought hard. So just kudos to Coach Abbott and his staff and the players. They understood the situation as well. I really love to see to start the second half, they come down. The one offense drives it down there. Works could have really went in the end zone and picked up his 3rd touchdown, but steps out of bounds, setting it up for the senior number 36, Ethan Kitchens, to come in and put the icing on the cake for his senior year right there. Something that he's going to remember, something that those players and those teammates and those coaches will remember, because they know the work that young man has put in his time for this program. So that's huge there. And then just to let the clock run in the second half and let all those young guys get the experience on both sides. A lot of young guys got playing time that they can build on for both programs. So just a class act all the way around tonight.
Coach Abbott trying to gather a couple of players. Looks like Jediah Works will be one of those that he grabs. Let's go to Wesley Wholesome back now with the Larry Puckett Chevrolet post-game sideline report. He's with head coach Brad Abbott.
Coach, big win at home tonight. Just give me your initial thoughts as we wind this game down.
I thought we did a good job of coming in after a 2-week layoff. Our defense played another shutout. That was big for them. And our offense came out, and I thought they played well. We got some things we need to clean up, but luckily I think this win put us in the playoffs. And so now we'll be playing every week just to kind of move up the standings for every week. So it was a big win for us to know now that we are in, but now we got other business to take care of to improve our positioning in the playoffs. So I was proud of the guys that came out and did a good job tonight.
Staying on the defensive side of the ball, I noticed you guys quickly did not let their quarterback move at all. They couldn't run the ball. They didn't have any time. Cowboys didn't have any time to move around. Just tell me how that unit played tonight.
Well, we're lucky. We got some athletes on that D-line. They're big and they're strong guys, but they're also very agile, and they do a good job. Our defensive staff do a good job of teaching them to keep their pass lane integrity and to keep that quarterback back in that, and not to try to get too far upfield where he can get up underneath it. And they work on that, and they're improving on it. It showed they did a good job tonight because, like you said, he's a very good quarterback, very mobile quarterback, and they did a good job of keeping him in the pocket. And then when they got to him, got him in, brought him down.
For those who don't know, it's senior night here in Maplesville. Tell me, I saw you get emotional before the game started. Tell me how special it is to be able to coach your son at the high school level.
Well, it means a lot. He's my last one, so when you know that this will be his senior night, and of course, hopefully we can finish out this year. It won't be his last home game here, but it meant a lot to me to be able to walk him out there, and proud of the young man he is, and also the top player he is, and it was kind of emotional for me there in the beginning of the game.
Thank you for talking to me, Coach. Enjoy this win.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Jediah, haven't talked to you yet this year, but 2 touchdowns. Big win at home after the break. Tell me how you guys were just able to dominate from beginning to end.
I mean, we just a good team, and we like to dominate. That's it.
Thank you, Jediah.
Yes, sir.
And that is the Larry Puckett Chevrolet post-game report with Wesley Wholesome, Coach Brad Abbott, and running back and defensive tackle / defensive end, Jediah Works. We'll be back with the wrap-up from George Walker Stadium at Jim Hubbard Field in just a moment.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us. Maplesville Pharmacy, where personalized care meets convenience. Our dedicated team is here to assist you with expert guidance on prescriptions, over-the-counter medications, and more. Experience the difference today at Maplesville Pharmacy, your trusted partner in health.
The Medicare annual enrollment period is almost here, and just like football season, the right play can make all the difference. At Bama Benefits, we're your independent licensed insurance team, working with multiple carriers to help you score the right coverage at no cost to you. Open enrollment runs October 15th through December 7th. Don't sit on the sidelines. Call Kim Robinson at Bama Benefits today at 205-417-4197. We do not offer every plan available in your area. Currently, we represent 8 organizations which offer 16 products in your area. Please contact Medicare.gov, 1-800-MEDICARE, or your local state health insurance program SHIP to get information on all your options.
Let 36750 Boutique help you find the perfect look to cheer on your team. Located in the heart of Maplesville, 36750 Boutique is your local destination for the latest styles, game day gear, and must-have accessories. Whether you're looking for a stylish outfit or just want to refresh your wardrobe, they have you covered. Visit 36750 Boutique in downtown Maplesville, where fashion meets hometown pride.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
And welcome back to Maplesville. 42-0, your final score here. The Billingsley Bears coming in and going home with a loss as Maplesville walks away with the win. The number one restoration scoreboard, Autauga Academy, getting beaten right now by Verbena 21-6. Chilton County High School trails Calera 41-16. Isabella leading Greene County by 4, 28-24. Thorsby Drubs just went final. Thorsby 54, Dallas County 8. I believe it was 54-0 at halftime there. And Northside 42, Jemison 19. The Panthers playing well against one of the top teams in Class 5A tonight. So got to give them credit. They've actually put a couple good performances together back-to-back. A relatively young team, and it's always a numbers game with them, but they play hard. You got to give them credit for that. So that's the scoreboard right now, guys. We know Wesley's joining us here in the press box. Wesley, you were on the sideline tonight. I had a little trouble early on with penalties, did Maplesville. They got it together, and really, it never really slowed them down. It cost them yardage. Just on the sideline, what kind of effort did you see from Maplesville?
Well, I think that's kind of hard to judge just because they didn't have to play a full game. And I think most of the games we've been to, they haven't had to play a full game yet just because they have so much talent on the field compared to the other team, frankly. So I think overall, penalties is something these coaches will want to clean up, but even with 8-9 penalties, they still were able to dominate through this entire game.
Well, and what we see is, and we talk so much about the athletes, but you can have athletes and still not be prepared. But we watched this defense, and they were in the offensive coordinator from Billingsley's head. They had to copy the playbook, it seemed like, because that first half, there was zero. There was negative 18 yards offense. So while the athletes, you're right, they've got enough athletes to walk out and be 24, 20, 28 points better than anybody they play. But they come out in the level of execution on defense. So it's also putting it all together. It's the preparation and the talent. So you got to give the coaches credit for getting their guys dialed in. But
they win.
Yeah.
They win. Individually, they win.
Yeah. But talking to the coaches, Van, and you can attest to this, these guys come ready to work every day. They come in to put in the effort. What did you see tonight?
Well, I saw a team that got tired of hitting each other for the last 13 days, and they were ready to hit somebody else. They come out of the gates dominating on defense, like Wesley said, started with the defensive line. When you have a defensive line that can control the game the way that Maplesville's defensive line can, it makes it so much easier for everybody else to really flow to the football and to do their jobs. And I saw a lot of high intensity there, especially in the first quarter and a half. Offensively, I thought they clicked on all cylinders. Take away the penalties, like Wesley said, something I think that's going to be the really learning curve that they take from this game is they got to clean that stuff up. But a lot of that was due to just not playing in the past 2 weeks. But clean that up and get ready to go ahead and continue to fight for that number one spot in the region play. But overall, just a well-oiled machine tonight, I thought they were on both sides of the ball. And on special teams. I thought they played really good on special teams as well.
We'll have Maplesville 2 more times. They'll be on the road on the 24th at Verbena, and then they'll close the season on the road at Alabama Christian Academy. That will be a road game that we're going to go ahead and cover there on Halloween night. Next week, however, you'll find us at Thorsby. as Greensboro comes calling on the Thorsby Rebels. So we're looking forward to being back with the Thorsby Rebels there at Susan Bentley Field. We thank our post-game sponsors, Jones Feed and Seed, Chilton Mobile One Supply, O'Reilly Auto Parts of Clanton, First Bank of Alabama, Suits Me, Mad Dog's Grill and Creamery, Bama Benefits, and Academy Mortgage. Thank you all for helping sponsor tonight's post-game report. Men, any final thoughts before we let you out of here for the evening?
It's always a great time down here at Maplesville just to watch a very successful program. Like Van said, it's a well-oiled machine. The offense is lethal, the defense is lethal, and just to watch how they work together as a team, it's really fun to watch. It's really, really enjoyable when we come down here.
I'll piggyback off that. I love coming down here. It's like a home away from home. Feels like love Jemison, love being there with my people there. But when I come down here, I feel like they treat you with just like anybody else, and it makes it fun to come down here. But enjoyed the game tonight. Everybody, they played extremely well. So give a shout out to my girls who are resting, getting ready to go to the beach for a few days.
Well-earned rest for you and your bride.
That's right. So I hope they're getting some rest, getting ready to get on the road early so we can hopefully be down there by kickoff of the Tide. Give a big shout out to my boy Isaac Walker. Tuning in tonight, listening to us. Got to go over and spend some time with him at the middle school, see him in his natural habitat. And as middle school, he's really rocking middle school, doing a great job over there. And Miss Desi Bailey does a good job with Isaac. And Isaac does a good job keeping Miss Desi out of trouble.
That's more work for Isaac than it is for Desi.
It is. He probably spends most of his day keeping Desi out of trouble. But I really enjoyed got to see him and Isaac Waterboys for the middle school team on Thursday nights, which is really cool. So big shout out to him for tuning in, and just look forward to getting back to it, get some rest this weekend, and get back at it next week.
Special Thursday night this coming week, we'll be live in Jemison. We will actually broadcast 2 volleyball matches in their area tournament. The volleyball team for Jemison finished the regular season 28-2. A fantastic year for that 5A volleyball team. They host the region tournament, and that will begin at 3 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. We'll be live there. Wesley will join me as well as Miss Lisa Robinson. Coach Rob been getting it done for years and years. She'll join us there for that. Then we'll have the coaches show going on between those 2 matches. And I know the Jemison Middle School, Coach Roshan and some of the guys will come up for that. And we'll have Coach Davis and some players from the high school there. Been a while since we heard from from Jemison. And also, of course, the cheerleaders will be along for all the fun. Never know who's going to show up there. Going to be a great Thursday. We're looking forward to that. And again, on Friday, we'll be at Thorsby versus Greensboro. Maples was done with home games. They're on the road the rest of the year, but we'll catch up with them in a couple weeks down at Verbena, and then we'll close out with them on Halloween night on the road at Alabama Christian down in Montgomery. Well, guys, that's going to wrap us up from here. Final score 42-0. A great performance by Maplesville. Still, you got to love it though if you coach stuff to work on, clean up. They'll go to work on that and get ready for their game on the road at Keith next week. For Wesley Holzenbach, a good friend and, well, I really don't know a good way to describe Wesley, and the Jemison Flash Van Clements, I'm Jason Green. Our time is up. We thank you for yours, more than you could possibly know, for all of our sponsors and for Baden Little. God bless you. God bless America.